It is time once again for us to open some booster boxes. I have 3 boxes here of Blissful Eternity for us to open today, so let's check them out. I'm trying to hunt those Final Fantasy 9 full arts. Let's see if we can get them. So yeah, sit back, relax, grab yourself a snack, and let's open some packs. All right, so let's see what we can get out of 3 boxes today. Like I said, what I'm hunting for, I'm always hunting for Final Fantasy 9 full arts. Specifically, I'd really like the Zidane and Quina with the stained glass arts, and the Shiva full art. Oh, those would be so cool to get. Trying to think of any. I'm not really sure. I would like personally. Big Mono Fire fan. I'd love to get the Legacy full art Mont Leonis. That would be kind of cool. And some of the Stranger Paradise full arts would be cool, like Neon. Neon would be a cool full art to see. So yeah, let's jump into it. See what we can get. As always, of course, we could get a signature. I never get a signature, but maybe today will be the day. All right, you ready? Box number 1. Let's see what we can do. All right, so we're gonna go 3 of these to the front, swap it. So if there's a full art, it's in the back, and away we go. All right, we'll go through them a little slowly at first, and then we'll kind of speed up as we go. Checking out some of the cooler arts. Man, this set's really interesting. You know me. Okay, first off, you know me. I hate these reprints of these crystal back. I get why they're there. They're reprints for L3 and all. I hate seeing them in the packs. I'm gonna be so mad when we get foils of these crystal backups. All right, fair. This is so cool art. Oh, for a common that's probably never gonna see play, it's such a shame. She's so gorgeous, the Ferris and the Lena. I've seen people say maybe this will be like a playmat they're gonna use, the Ferris with the side by side with the Lena. Be kind of cool. I do love me some dancers. Thor Gorgong. All right, we got a hero, which is Maydeen. That's cool. This summon's really neat. I also love the art. I love seeing Ico on the card. But Maydeen cannot be canceled. That is already a wild line of text, right? Yeah, I like light cards. I ran a deck way back in the day that used like 15 light cards in the deck, and it was like so cool. Ultima the High Seraph is one of my favorite summons in the game. I'd love to build a deck that's like very light card focused again. Inner foil. Oh, that's cool. Is that foil? It is. Hang on. Can you even see foiling on this? What the heck? I can't even see foiling on this card. This is the foil slot. You actually cannot actually see any sparkles on this card. Are you supposed to? That's weird. That's really interesting. Okay. Well, there's our. I'm gonna set the legend, the foils, and the heroes aside. Those crystal backups are just they're gone. I don't know where they went. I hope we never find them. All right, moving onwards. Oh, geez, sometimes these packs do not open cleanly. There we go. That's gonna be the signature pack right there. 1, 2, 3 to the front. Swap them. All right. Oh, another pack starting with Calgar, Dawn Warriors. We love to see it. We got these reprints of the icons, Shiva and Ifrit, just so we can get something for Clive and Joe to prime into. And so the arts match. All of the icons and dominants have the art where they like connect, and they already used the Ifrit Shiva art, right? So our legend is Diamond Weapon. Man, Pour Water has gotten some very hyper specific legends in the last few sets. And behind Diamond Weapon, Roche foil. Nice. That's cool. Nice little soldier support. Didn't have soldier support on my bingo card for this set, but it's just a really interesting set. There's obviously a lot of really good stuff in this set. There's so many really good cards. It just doesn't feel like super obvious where they go. It's not like last set where it was like, there's the MBM cards, put the MBM cards in a pile together, right? Oh, there's that Quina art. Look at the frogs. He's got little frogs. It's so cute. I want the full art of this. Oh, this Pal and Porum art. They go side by side. They look really cute too. But as I was saying, like, this set's really interesting in that, like, there's not, like, I feel like there's some extremely powerful cards in this set, and it's just not very obvious, like, where they go. It's definitely, like, going to be a puzzle to figure out this set. It'd be cool to see what kind of decks come out of it. We got Sid Highwind as our hero, and behind him, ooh, Sophia foil. Look at her. That's probably a really pretty full art too. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. You could learn, buddy. You could learn, Zidane. All right. Yeah, what kind of decks have y'all been starting to brew with this set? Let me know down below what kind of decks you're messing with. I've been looking at Sephiroth. Sephiroth has been like, Sephiroth and Zidane have been the two cards that the two nuts I've been trying to crack. There's the other side of that art, the Porum to go with the Palom. But yeah, those have been like the two most interesting legends to me. They're like the ones that I've been really trying to crack. There's just so many places you can put them. I feel like Sephiroth, I feel like I've seen her talked about every combination of elements with lightning. It's like ice lightning, fire lightning, wind lightning. Like, it's crazy. Is Yuna. I stopped on this Yuna because I had to talk about her. This card is so pretty. I pulled the full art in my pre-release. I still have it next to me. I pulled this in my pre-release. This has all the Ixion, Falfor, Bahamut, Ifrit. It has all her main summons for the game. But no Shiva. Where's Shiva? Criminal. Actually criminal. But it's a really cool full art. My Knight. Ash. The Monk support. Again, didn't have Monk support on my bingo card, but here we are. And Cecil. Foil. Pretty simple foil. Oh my gosh, when I did my pre-release, I pulled 2 of those ashes in my pre-release. And I was like, cool. This has actually 0 targets to play off of it. This is just a 5 CP search another ash. Cool. The boy. Jack Garland. Dude, I think it is comical. It's so funny that all the strangers got custom art that looks gorgeous. And then Jack is just a screen. Look at it, it's just a screenshot. Oh, he's so funny. This card seems pretty good though. But that's a really cool LB. It definitely gonna be one of those like, hey, I need an 8th LB card. Jack Garland. Jack Garland will fit great. He'll have his niche uses, but I feel like when he comes into play, it will matter so much. Oh, I forgot to swap the foil. Well, there's our foil. Benedict. Oh, this is the other nut I've been trying to crack, is Benedict and Garuda. This one seems probably a little easier. Like, hopefully we'll pull a Garuda. We can talk about it then. Oh, we got Mog Cheeks. Look at him. His little butt. Little Mog butt. But yeah, like, Garuda is at least like telegraphing you should play this in mono win, right? But what that looks like, I have no idea right now. And another Benedicta, Dragon Zombie, Galif, Samurai, Goblin, Coral, Prompto, Gladio, Ninja. We got Dion with his really awkward text on him. Dion can prime to pay 2 instead of paying the cost. Those are words. And Great Marlboro. Nice. I don't know how I feel about Great Marlboro. Of this monster cycle, it seems like it's the one that has at least the most promise. Of the monsters, like, I think Great Marlboro is okay. I think Goblin's okay. But I don't think they've been super impressive. Another Quina. Hugo. Raz. Samurai. Onion Knight. Koromoru. Gladiolus. Chloe. Elmira. Which are another regular Roche this time. And Micah. Little Maester Micah foil. This is a really cool LB. I actually really like a lot of the LBs in this set. I think Micah's really cool. I think Jack Garland's pretty cool. I think Windrake is awesome. I think there's a lot of really cool limit breaks this set. Like the limit breaks, I feel like are usually the most underwhelming part of the set. So to be excited for more than like one of them is like, I don't know. I think that's pretty rare and it's pretty cool. There's that Windrake. I think this is a very cool card. Been looking at this with the Sephiroth because Sephiroth turns online when a Sephiroth is removed from game. It's pretty cool for that. This thing just feels really good. Like I played this in pre-release and it's like every time I'd play this and banish a card, my opponent would like stop attacking. Like they were just so afraid of the Windrake dying that it was like really powerful solely just as like a stall piece. Because you're just like, I'm gonna put my best card out here. You choose if I get it, you know? Onion Knight, Gladio, Bomb, Elmira, Titan. This is another card that has a very, very underwhelming foil. Zidane actually might be more underwhelming. I was really surprised by that. I'm not high on this card. I do not think this card is that great. I will thoroughly, please, somebody prove me wrong. I'm not seeing the spice on this card yet. So we'll see if I get proven wrong. And behind Titan, foil Gallup. Dawn Warriors. There he is. Okay. Next. Okay. Let's go. 3 up. Swap these, and away we go. Alright. Chimera. Jesse. Benedicta. Beastmaster. It's a really cool Chocobo. Sorry, I was a little off camera there. This is a very cool Chocobo. I like this. Is it going to make Chocobos great? I don't know. That might be pushing it, but it's definitely a step in the right direction for birds. Rickan. Moogle Trio. I genuinely forgot this card was a hero. I thought this card just like, I don't know, something about just like the art and like it's just a Moogles. Like I thought this was a common. And I was like, oh my god, wait, that's a hero, which I guess makes sense. It's a 1-drop burst that can blow things up. And behind Moogle Trio, Raz. Oh, wrong pile. Foil Raz. I was surprised to see those Sky Pirates. I thought we were I thought we'd hit our quota for Sky Pirates for a while. Okay, these are literally stuck together. Is that a sign? All right, Rain. It's my spoiler. It's my boy. This card did me good in pre-release. I was like, cool. My spoiler was helpful. I felt good about that. Aerith. Lena, Braska's final aunt. What an unfortunate card. Like, holy crap. Even the burst feels underwhelming on this thing. Chadley, Kane, Prompto, Thornberry, Dorgor Gang, Bart's. This is really pretty art. I like this Bart's a lot. And behind him, oh, is it foil? It's just, that's really good, right? I don't actually know what the pull rate on this is. That seems really good. I'm gonna put that in a sleeve. Oh, I have sleeves. And the pre-release sleeves. Someone let me know. I don't actually know. Do these have the same hit rate as a regular full art, or are these like a signature level rarity? I don't know. That's a noir cloud though. I'm gonna assume that's really good. Let's go on. This is really good. This is hype. Wow. I just can't tell. Like, it doesn't have any foiling, which is so weird. It's so weird. Okay. We got Cloud. I was not expecting that. Okay. Moving on. That was such like an anticlimactic where it's just like I got a hit and I'm like, is it? I think. Sidolphus. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the cards that when it was first spoiled, I was like, or like not spoiled, but like when we first saw it in the Ramu, I was like, yes, but like the more I've been looking at it, the more I'm getting a little more excited about the Sid package. Is it gonna get lightning on the map? I don't know. We'll see. But it does excite me. Sazat, Joshua, Koromoru, Ignis, Chocobo, Tiro, Armin, Rickon, Barnabas is our hero. Looking cool. These are cool. Him and Dion are like the two that like they prime cross elements now, so they go from lightning to dark or water to light. I think that's pretty cool. And foil Shiba, foil reprint. Oh, wrong pile. Noir Cloud, huh? Yeah, like there are a lot of 9 full arts being because we have Arc, Maydeen, Shiva, Zidane, Quina, and Ramu. There's a ton. I would like them all, of course, but I will be happy solely with like Zidane, Quina, and Shiva, right? Like I at least want the stained glass arts. I just think I want the whole set of those. They look very cool. Did I swap the two? I did not. Well, there's Sea Lion. Cool. There's our 9 foil, our FF9 foil card. And oh, there it is. See? The Ramu. I bet this looks like a cool full art. Oh, let's get that out of there. What's the other legacies are all Wool 7 and Gilgamesh FFBE. I don't know how I feel about the Gilgamesh FFBE because it is a legacy reprint in the legacy set. So like it almost feels a little underwhelming. Granted, it's got the nicer foil pattern, but it still just would almost feel a little underwhelming to get Gilgamesh. Ooh, Adele. It's a neat card. Double attack, always kind of scary. And ooh, that's really pretty. Look, you can kind of like Bart says like an outline on him in the foiling. That looks really pretty. I bet that's a gorgeous full art. Hold up, I like that a lot. I kind of want that full art now. Are we adding this to our want list? Well, I kind of hope I get another full art. Noir Cloud's cool, but like sometimes that's the thing with the legacy reprints and like stuff like that is like it's cool, but I also kind of want new cards, you know? It's an Opus 11 card that hasn't seen play since like Opus 11. Straight Chocobo, Ferris, Dancer, Knight, goofy looking Setzer, the Gambler, and Barnabas. That's also a really nice looking foil. For a dark card, well, it's a lightning card, but you know, like a darker art card, usually those don't come out as good, but I think it's because he's got those purples and reds in there. That looks really nice. I like that foil, actually. All right. But yeah, of the dominance icons this set, really kind of only impressed. I'm sure Odin is gonna, you know, the old Odin is just really powerful, and having more fodder for his special is only gonna make decks that try and just OTK you with that Odin even more likely to see play. But I don't know. I think Garuda's the only one that like really impressed me. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got another Zidane. This one's non-foil. We can do a comparison here in a second. And Seymour foil. Nice. Okay, here, really quickly. I mean, it's definitely, it's hard to see on the camera. They're definitely different. Yeah, no, I can see it. I can see it in his hair. It's definitely foil. It's just like the saddest foil I've ever seen. That's kind of disappointing. I actually bet that's a pretty disappointing full art now. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because like going through the line, Ifrit and Shiva are just reprints, you know. So whatever. Garuda, I'm pretty impressed with. I want to see where Garuda goes. Titan, I am not impressed with at all. Ramu, we're gonna wait to be seen. I actually think there might be some potential with Ramu. We're gonna have to see. And then we have Bahamut and Dion. I'm not seeing it. The problem I have with Bahamut is Bahamut. Ooh, hey, Bahamut lets you cancel your opponent's first auto ability, but you don't get to choose what's get canceled. Technically, like your opponent gets to choose what gets canceled because they are in the pilot seat, so they can just like play a Leo. You have to cancel it, and then they play their giant bomb and blow you out of the game. And it's like, yeah, Bahamut kind of did nothing, you know. It just it made them spend, you know, a CP to bait, or you just play Kuchu Lane. Like it's not. I don't think I'm seeing the I'm not seeing the spice on Bahamut, you know. And like I said, Odin, I'm sure it'll see play in like Odin OTK decks. All right. Orange. Oh, I left my pile here. That's fine. Arden, Kryl, Goblin, Dragoon, Clive, Seer, Gargoyle, Yuna. We got Bahamut. It's kind of a scary summon. Choose a forward, deal 10,000 damage when it's put into the break zone. If your opponent's 5 damage points or less, you deal them a point of damage. This thing with like the Caius that discounts a Bahamut could be kind of scary. Like FF13 OTK decks kind of have a better way to get there, you know. And Orin foil. Oops, you're going over here. Always down for foil limit break cards. Okay, last pack. We're really hoping there's a full art in this one. We are really hoping. 3 to the front. That we can get a double full art box. Let's predict Quina. I'm gonna predict the Quina full art right here. Koromoru, Beastmaster, Chocobo, Tomberry, Chaos, Ricken. There's the Shiva. Wait. Back-to-back Shiva pack. Could we do it? Oh, look at this art. It's so good. I love all the arts with Garnet in it. Oh, it is not. It is a single full art box. To be determined how good of a full art it is. But yeah, we got Cloud. And then we got what? One foil legend, which was a Dane, which is put the foil part in quotes. Yeah, we got one foil legend. It's a Dane. Okay, cool. Well, there is box one. All right. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Yeah, so my main thing right now is like trying to figure out what it's like we're trying to figure out what's gonna be good in this set and what kind of decks I'm thinking I'm gonna be taking nationals next month. Dear God. Yeah, next month. So yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of get to see as we start to develop like what decks are gonna, what maybe new decks are gonna pop out of this format, this set. Because like I said, there's a lot of powerful cards here. It'll be interesting to see what kinds of new decks get to pop up because of it. Like how last set we saw the rise of Ice Wind because of the remnants. It'd be cool to see. Obviously, I don't know if anybody really thought at first MBM was gonna be as big as it is, but obviously it's another deck that came out of the last set. Ooh, Luso. We haven't seen Luso yet. Very interesting card. Not my style of card, I don't think, but it's a very interesting card. Search for up to 3 TA2 forwards with a cost of 6 or less and play them onto the field. And then you can give one haste if you've got 4 more different elements. It just requires, it's such a big deck building cost to be playing all TA2s of different elements to get this off. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see if there's a cool play where you just play this just to pull like, 2-3 costs out of your deck that are like really powerful. It'd be interesting to see. And we have Cray Claw as our foil. Cool, nice. All right, next pack. Oh, that one opened like that felt awful. Sometimes they just tear like that. It just feels awful. All right, Omega, Orin, Shiva, Oracle, Clive, Geomancer, Aranea, Chadley, Dancer, Yuna. There's the Bards again. Adorable. And Samurai. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Aren't I happy? Another foil crystal backup. I only have 7,000 of these things. Oh. Anyway. Alright. I'm done with my rant. I'm not done with my rant. If we get another one, I'm going to lose my mind. Come on. Never mind. Hello? Oh. These ones are not opening good. Sometimes the little pull tabs, like, they're just not great. Alright. Jesse. This is a cool card too. Like, sometimes the simplest card like this is like game changing for like a new deck to appear, right? Just like a simple little rare, a category 7 searcher. But like, is this the card we're gonna need to open up like lightning based FF7 decks now that they've got a searcher and lightning? Be interesting to see. Tiro, Chaos, another Adele, and Dorgang. That guy in foil. Alright. So yeah, I was also staring at the Earth Lightning 7. Maybe we'll pull him here soon so we can talk about him. But like, I was looking at that new Vincent legend that when it was first shown for card of the week, I was like, man, this card kind of stinks. And like, the more I've stared at that card, the more I've been like, that card's kind of good actually. Like, I think maybe there's a deck there. We got Ash and oh, you're playing with my heart. We were so close. Oh man, even the foil is gorgeous. Wow, so close. The blue on that. Yeah, I got. If I don't pull one, I'm gonna have to get one of those. That is really pretty. All right. We got Koromoru. Oh wait, I gotta do the 1, 2, 3 swap the 2. All right, we'll get back to Koromoru. Power, Wool, Excess. Now our Koromoru. The mage stuff, Koromoru, Yoran, and Shantoto. I don't know. It's definitely not a deck that's in my wheelhouse. I'm not a believer in the mage stuff at the moment. It's another one where it's like I'm ready to be proven wrong, but oh, okay, that's a cool full art. We got a Dell. That's really pretty. Oh, I like that a lot actually. It's not on my list, but I'll take it. Nice. All right, let me get a sleeve for Adele. Hit the mic. Let's get her nice and safe. That's a cool full art. I like that a lot. Yeah, I wonder if this card's gonna see play like, just in like, you know, random wind shells. It's just like a good alternate win con. You know, it's just hey, there's just this double attacker. You know. 1, 2, 3. Swap the 2, and here we go. Micah says that. Goblin, Dragoon, Clive, Seer, Yuna, Soldier, Dorgang. Ooh, Terra Legend. Nice. Another card that I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm holding judgment on this card. I think this card is very mid, but I've heard some people say that it might be really cracked. But I'm gonna have to wait for people smarter than me to show me if this card is good or not. Because my two brain cells aren't clashing together on this card. So we'll see. And Shadow foil, nice. So we have the FF6 pack here. All right, moving on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Another Dawn Warrior. Love to see the Dawn Warriors. Benedicta, Brusca. Why are they doing my boy Chadley dirty like this? Chadley's got one passable card. He has like what, 3 or 4 printings now? He has 1 passable card. I am using passable as the word. Yes. Sid Highwind, nice. And Tonberry, a little guy, just a little guy. But yeah, God, even Mai is probably a better card than Chadley. Chadley was okay in pre-release, but like he's never gonna see constructed play. Let's just be honest. That's such a shame. I like Chadley. I know that might be an unpopular opinion. I like Chadley. You go, Raz, Straight Chocobo, Gallif, Samurai. See, mine. Prompto, Ricken. Oh, there's the Odin. Nice. It's got such a powerful effect when he primes into Odin, then all your opponent's characters are dull frozen when they enter the field. But like, I don't know how impactful it's gonna be. Like, we already have a card that does that. It's 5 cost Ice Charlotte, and that card just is not seeing play. So like, is it worth playing, committing to Barnabas Odins to get the effect of a card that we already have? Probably not, I would imagine. Omega Weapon. Foil. So like I that's why I keep saying like I have to imagine the home for Odin and Barnabas is going to be more in the old Odin like OTK shells, right? All right. There's our reprint: Sidolphus, Aerith, Coral, Sid Reigns, Gal, Billy, Armin, Tiro, Knight, Dion again, and Dragon Zombie. Dude, you know what? I was talking crap on those monsters. That Dragon Zombie ate me alive in pre-release. Oh my god. 3. Just being able to say, hey, 3 things can't block this turn. That's rough. Lucille. We're getting close. We're getting so close to Shalinda. I can feel it. Dragoon, Oracle, Clive. We're closer to Shalinda than we are to the Tantalus members, I'll tell you that. Oh, there's Neon. I like Neon. I like the art on this card. I think this is cool. I just don't know if the deck building restriction of playing the Sopho cards for this is gonna be worth it, but hopefully I can be proven wrong. And Beastmaster, look at that guy. Yeah, Neon's another card where I'm like, I hope I can be proven wrong, but I just don't know, because I don't know if you've ever looked, if you just like gone to a card browser and filtered by Sopho. The good cards are really few and far between. Wall, Rain, Wall. It's a very interesting card. I've seen some talk of using this wall with like the lightning mail legend from this set. I don't know, could be. I mean, it's kind of like what it's intended for, right? It's kind of what they intended you to do with the lightning mail legend, but like, I don't know, it could be an interesting package. Got Mogbutt. Oh, hi. Sorry I shit talked you, bud. We got a Gilgamesh. Okay. What a weird set of boxes. I got a Noir. I'm getting no new cards. I got a Noir Cloud and I got a Legacy Fuller Gilgamesh FFBE. What an odd set of boxes. All right. There's no such thing as a 3-hit, right? Like we've gotten all our full arts, so we're just opening for foils at this point, right? Unless I don't know how the signature works. Not gonna lie. Calgar, Ultimate Weapon Origin, Benedicta, Goblin, Coral, Cecil, Beastmaster, Gladio, Chloe, Dorgang, Setzer again, and Mai. Cool. Man, that's so cool. Like I said, it's just cool because like I like this foil pattern better than the legacy full arts. So like it's cool to have a Gilgamesh FFE and that foil pattern as a full art. Like I said, if you were gonna give me a legacy full art, I would have rather had Mont Leonis, just because I'm kind of a sucker for mono fire, but you know, whatever. It's okay. I'll be in the next box. Quina, Chimera. I'll lose my mind here. Sid, Samurai, Seer, Billy, Soldier, Gladio, Knight. Spoiled that a little bit. Bahamut Boyle. That is interesting. I'm trying to see, like, yeah, can you see? It has like it's like, the only way I can describe it is like diamonds or like scale mail in the background. Do you see that in the light? What a weird foil pattern on that. That's really interesting. That's cool. What's interesting about Bahamut is like, you don't have to prime to get the ability cancel effect. The prime just gives you a draw 2, discard 2. So like, You could just, you don't even need to play Dion. You could just play Bahamut. Like that is a real avenue available to you if you're building certain decks. So like I said, like if I was going for like a light deck I was talking about, I could just play Bahamut if I really wanted the ability cancel on it. I don't know if you really need it, but we got Sildra as a hero, and ooh, Astos. That's another probably pretty cool full art. I like Astos. We love him. What a good boy. All right, we have 4 more packs. Dang, we got our hits pretty early in this one. 3 front, swappy swaps, spoiler time. I always appreciate getting the opportunity to show off the spoilers. Sometimes the spoilers can be like leave a lot to be desired, but I appreciate still getting to show off some cards to the community and get the opportunity to do those kinds of things. It's really cool. We got Barnabas and ooh, Lena. Ooh, look at the look at the sparkle right there. That's cool. That's a pretty foil pattern. Man, they went crazy for a card that sucks ass. Like, oh man, that's such a shame. All right, 3 packs to go. What are we looking for? You know what? Because I think full arts are off the table. If we're going foils right now, I want a foil Garuda. Can I get a foil Garuda? You know, can I be greedy? Can I get a foil Garuda? I know, foil legend. We already got a foil legend, right? Oracle, Samurai, Straight Chocobo, Jill, Ball, Mai, Elmira, Medine, Chloe, Chocobos. Do you play Garuda with Chocobos? Is Garuda a Chocobo? Oh, 2 more packs. 3 to the front. Swappies. And away we go. Orange. Whoa, we're gonna kind of start flying through some of these. Ramu. And foil Setzer. It's crazy how much FF6 Amano art we got this set. We got Setzer, Terra, Shadow. Am I missing one? Setzer, Terra, Shadow. Even that's a lot. 3 Amano arts for, there's so much Amano art for 6. Like, it's crazy. We have, it has to be the game with like the most Amano art, right? I still want us to get an Amano art or even just any sort of Esper Terra in the game because we only have 1 and it's not good. There's Vincent. Speaking of Amano art, like I said, I think I'm coming around to this card. I think this card kind of cooks, and we're gonna have to wait and see. I think there may be a very specific build for this guy. I think this card kind of cooks. What's he hiding though? Foil Armin. Not very foil. Oh, you can see it there on the bottom of the card. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, there is box number 2. What we got? Did we get again 1 foil legend? We got foil Bahamut. I almost pulled out Shadow. Shadow is not a foil. Shadow is not a legend. That would be a sad legend. And then we got full art Adele and Gilgamesh FFBE. Very interesting. All right. You guys ready for the last box? So we're 0 for 0. We're 0 for whatever on FF9 full arts. This box is gonna have to make some dreams come true. If I'm only gonna get 1, I'll take like Zidane. Oh, the camera a bit. Zidane or Shiva. Quina is probably going to be a cheap full art, probably, because I don't think the card's going to see play. So it's kind of just going to be an art card. And I feel like when it comes to those full arts, if they're not, like, he'll probably settle around like 20 bucks just because it's a cool art. But yeah, so I'd rather get one of the more expensive ones out of the way. But here we go. Let's see if we can make dreams happen. Okay. 1, 2, 3 up. Swappies. And here we go. Phoenix. Jack. And like I said, in terms of like other stuff, I would like to get... We haven't seen a Garuda yet. And I'd like to see a foil one. Oh, there's Jed. We haven't seen Jed yet. That's pretty... I like the art on this. It's very cool. Ooh, foil Ramu. Don't really need the foil because this was the pre-release promo, so I already have the pre-release promos. But it's still cool. We like Ramu. Sid is a good lad. Best Sid, am I right? Yo, when are we getting Final Fantasy X Sid? I can't believe we don't have him. We have Lucille. After Shalinda, of course. Wool pack. Lots of wools. Roscoe's Final Aeon, Elena. Man, this pack is full of dud cards. Holy shit. Tiro, Dancer. Oh, Shantoto. We haven't seen Shantoto yet. Again, it's part of that mage package. It's just like, this card is super powerful. And this card may just be like good just on its own, right? Like, you don't need to play the Yorn and the Koromor, all that, the mage. Like, this card might just go nuts on its own. You get the dull freeze all other characters in the job mage when she enters the field. And then she basically gets to do the Seymour thing for free every attack phase, you know? So it's kind of really good. Behind her, foil Billy. So yeah, be interested to see where it's a difficult name. Because, you know, in ice you have the crystal Shantoto. If you're in like earth, you want 7-drop Shantoto. She's definitely conflicting on a lot of different really good card names. So and there aren't a ton of great mages to combo with it other than the new ones and like Kefka. So, but I'm sure it's gonna be a combo that a lot of people are gonna be messing with. There's the other one, Yorn Orin. And Clive foil. Nice. This poor Clive is never going to see the outside of a binder. That is the nicest thing you can say about that Clive is he creates 2 fire CP when he's discarded. That's about it. Alright, 3 to the front. Alright, we got Jesse, Dragon Zombie. When are they gonna print us a Clive that's just Ben Starr in a Clive cosplay? Like that would go really hard. Can that be like a signature card? Okay, wait, this idea is actually starting to cook. The next signature card should be a Ben Starr signature card, and it's just him dressed as Clive. That would be awesome. I would pull so many packs trying to get that. We got Roche and ooh, Palom. That's a cool foil. Nice. Just saying. You can DM me Square. I got ideas here for you. I can get you to sell product. All right. The swappies. Here we go. Oh look, Palom. Jesse, Benedicta, Stray, Galuf, Samurai, Goblin, Armin, Myrican. There's Sophia. And ooh, foil Vincent. Oh, sorry, my eyes bother me. That's a really interesting foil. I kind of like it. I like weirdly kind of like this foil. It's not like super sparkly, but like it just has a way it shines that I kind of like. Is that card growing on me more? I think it is. I don't know where it goes. Where does that card live? Because like it has to be a dedicated FF7 deck, right? Like, so that his effect can hit ideally 10 times out of 10. I was gonna say 9 times out of 10, but yeah, is it like an Earth Lightning 7 list? Is it like an Earth Wind 7 list? Is it? I have no idea. You know, can you do like, you know, stuff that like the previous set, like Legend Kane decks were doing, but swap Kane for Sephiroth, Bahamut, and ooh, foil Mogbut. Nice, cool. You know, as a Warriors player, I gotta have my shiny Mogs. Definitely, probably just obviously just a one of to play in Warriors. I've seen some people be like, oh, but the name clashes, but like that's fine. It's perfectly fine. This is a mid to late game card. Water Mog 6 is a Water Mog. Oh wow, look at that. That's a cool back to back right there. Just getting the Porum and the Palom back to back in the pack. But yeah, like that's a mid to late game log. The water one's your early game log. You put that out early, you stun them, and then you follow it up with the ice log to continue keeping them down, you know? I didn't think I swapped them, but I couldn't remember. Gargoyle and Moogle Trio. It'll be interesting to see, like, I've been thinking about like what kinds of what iterations of warriors there's gonna be in this set. You know, there's a lot. There's not, you know, Mog is our only warrior per se, but like there's still lots of really good cards. In that we have Zidane, we have Cloud, which is Cloud just seems crazy. And of course we have the Mog, and it's like where did these cards fit in the overall game plan of, you know, the next iteration of Warriors this set, right? I've been mulling it over. We got Neon and Soldier FFTS. All right, cool. I like when our hits are buried in the box, you know. I don't want to pull it on the first pack. It kind of ruins the fun. All right, Elza, Sazat, Dragon Zombie, Coral, Cecil, Beastmaster, Sid Rain, Soldier, Ferris, Ninja, Ramu, non-foil, and Chadley. You know what? I can't be mad at Chadley, even though that card will also never see the outside of a binder. I can't be mad at him. See, he's back again. He knows. All right. He's gonna treat me well in FF7 Part 3. Kane, Geomancer, Oracle, Samurai, Tomberry, Ferris. Ooh, we haven't seen Tidus Legend yet. This is a really neat card. Tidus enters the field or attacks. You choose 4 of your Poké Trolls, loses 4k power, and then at damage 1, you can attack as many times as points of damage you've received. So like, this thing could get pretty scary, right? I thought about this being in like a water fire shell that's maybe not less warrior focused and more just generic good water fire stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting card though. And behind him, Adele. I was like, there's no way that's a full art, right? 1, 2, 3. Do the swap. All right, Chimera, Dolphus, Wool, Samurai, Seer. I didn't put my last stack away. We're building a bigger tower now. There we go. All right, we're We're seeing all the straggler legends I haven't seen yet. We got Garuda. There she is. I'd like to see a foil of this. I bet the greens go really hard on a foil. Yeah, so this Garuda, when Benedicta primes into Garuda, or when Garuda deals damage, you get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, and you can add a wind character to your hand, or play a wind character onto the field. That's kind of really good, right? Like, there's some pretty crazy hits and wind you can get. There's some pretty high highs this card could go. Really excited to see where this card ends up landing. And behind Arden. Cause like, so like I used, we're gonna go way back. We're talking like pre-COVID. I was a big mono wind gamer. Like back when we played Light Luso, or not Luso, Light Yuri in the list. You'd play like Fina, the like, what was it, 6 cost Fina, and the Light Yuri, and it was like this weird like almost control deck where like you were accelerating your backups using hyper activations and playing like Opus 1 Barts and stuff, and to get your Yuri online so you can then use Yuri to like doll 4 characters of the same element to do something, and then you can activate your characters with the Sura and do it again, and like, and I really thought that was a really fun deck. I really liked Wind before. Basically what I'm trying to say is I really liked Wind before 1-drop Luso was printed. Once Wind became a Turbo Kaz deck, I wasn't a huge fan of Wind's identity. So seeing something like Garuda, where maybe Wind becomes a new identity with it, it may not fit in a cash shell, it might fit in a new Wind identity. That really excites me. Oh, what a stinker, dude. Oof. Braska's final Aeon foil. What a stinker. But yeah, I think it'll be really interesting. Like I said, I'm really curious on where Garuda's gonna land, and if Wind can maybe become a better, more like value engine kind of deck, where it's like Garuda is just like kind of accelerating you the way like Bart's accelerates Ice Wind right now, into just being like this really like tempo aggressive deck. Could be really fun. My Gargoyle Knight Sildra. Oh, look at that. All right, it wasn't the one I was looking for, but we're going to come out of here with a 9 full art. That's really pretty. Look at the way the lightning catches the light. That is really pretty. I'm gonna count this as a win. That's really cool. Let me get you a sleeve, buddy. Nice. All right, we'll take it. Cool. Ramu. All right, what we got? We have 5 more packs in this box. I'm hoping there's another 2 full art box. Trying to think. Like I said, like, of course I want, you know, Zidane, Quina, Shiva. Bards would be a cool full art to pull here. Windrake would also be kind of a cool full art to see. I think full art LBs are always just really nice to have, because like they're kind of just like always good to have. They're always gonna see use. Yeah, Tifa, another really interesting card, and Samurai foil. I stared at this Tifa for a little bit to see if it's like a card worth building around. I even looked at it as like, can I put this in mono fire? As like a weird thing for mono fire to like, I was like, do you play this Tifa and you play like Leftia and Jin, so that your specials are doing like 5k or 6k, and so you can just like special kill stuff, or like follow up the Tifa specials with like Ifrit 5ks or something. The problem is you just have to pack your deck so tight with Tifas. It's like, where's the balance between, you know, it being a cool usable engine, and you're just running too many Tifos and you're not doing anything, right? Ooh, it says that. That's probably another really pretty full art. The colors on this are nuts. That's cool. I'm sure good old says that there is gonna find his way into Icewind Dales. It's a pretty powerful card. I mean, summons or abilities must choose Sezat, and then you can use 2 crystals to sack Sezat to remove a forward from the game. So it's kind of just like he's a lightning rod that has this powerful ability that you can just like, oh, you're gonna remove him? All right, I'm just gonna use the ability. I'll just remove myself and take out one of your best things. Shadow Hero, and you're my second full art. Well, okay, we got Ash. I mean, I do like me some Stranger Paradise. Monk support, huh? I actually, you know, I used to really like monks. I thought it was a really cool deck. Again, back in like Opus 11 with the Opus 11 Ursula. The art is so cool in this card though. Ash is looking great. But is he fixing what monks need right now? Probably not. Alrighty. 3 up, swap. All right, let's fly through these last 2 packs. I think we're burned on full arts unless there's some weird random magic miracle in here, which I don't think happens. Arc and unifoil. Nice. All right, here it is. The last pack of our opening. Yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Got to relax, enjoy some pack openings. Yeah, make sure you give the video a like if you haven't already. If you're new here, please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Final Fantasy stuff. I do lots of Final Fantasy content beyond just box openings. I like to talk about the game, talk about the meta, talk about anything really regarding the game in general. We got Celis and X Death foil. What a low point to end it on with X Death foil. Did we get a foil legend in that box? I forget already. Chadley, Soldier, Gargoyle, Maul, Vincent. We got Vincent as a foil legend, which I think is pretty cool. And we got Ramu and Ash. So where's our other pile? Honestly, 3 boxes, 5 full arts. That's not bad. Those really aren't bad numbers. And these are probably really good. I have to imagine these are really good. Like, so I can't complain. I mean, I can because I wanted my Zidane and my Quina, but I can't complain too much. They seem pretty good. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us here. I'm gonna now go through the big sort, get these all in a binder, and we start building. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, until the next one, friends, take care.